Hey guys, it's Trapper with Trip with Dad, where every trip becomes a story that you will tell for years. And I just want to talk to you guys about what a trip actually is versus what it's not. And a trip is not a lodge, a resort, a hotel. It's not fancy boats. It's not fancy rod and reel combinations, fancy lures, fancy crankbaits, jigs, all those things that go into a fishing trip that makes actually do the actual stuff like fishing itself. So that is not what a trip is. It's not a performance. You're not performing for your kids. You're not faking it till you make it situation. You're being real. And it's not proof that you're a good dad. That's not what a trip is at all. A trip is actually intentional time spent with your kids. To ride in the car or the truck on the way to a pond or a river. The time, if you are in a boat, the time that you spend in the boat to whether you're actually fishing or not. And you're stepping away from the routine that you deal with on a daily basis in your life. It's shared space without distraction. Because time that you spend with your kids and being away from all these other distractions that normally take up your life, take up your time, take up like work, like responsibilities from work and at home. All these things can be distractions that take up your time, and I guarantee you that your kids value your time with you. And dads, this is why it matters. And before I talk a little bit more about that, I want to mention something about you as a dad, as a man. You may never have heard anyone else ever tell you this. So whatever you're doing, slow down, sit down, whatever you need to do, and pause, and then hit play again when you're ready. You matter. Your life matters. You have what it takes. You are worth it. You are good enough. And you are absolutely worth my time. I know that would be 100% true. That you matter. And like I said, you may not have ever heard those words spoken to you before. And if you need a moment, hit the pause button again and take that moment to let that sink in, or go back and replay it, because you need to hear those words, because you really do matter. And the reason that all this other stuff matters, this intentional time, this stepping away from the routine, having that shared space without distraction, the reason that all matters is because space allows presence. And it's huge. You know, when I first started taking my sons on longer trips, 4, 5, 6 day trips, let me tell you how that happened. I have best friends, as some of you probably do also. I like to do stuff with my best friends. And we decided to go on a fishing trip up to Cabotogama Lake up in northern Minnesota. By the way, one of my favorite lakes. And we planned everything out. The guys were going to get off work and were going to come and pick me up about 4:30, 5 o'clock. And then we're going to drive all through the night to get up there. Well, guess what? My sons were home from school when they showed up. I put my stuff in the van that we were taking up there. And my son comes running out the door crying. Dad, I want to go with you. Please take me with you. I want to go fishing with you, Dad. Still remember that. And I remember when we pulled away, I still remember my son's face up in the second story window, staring at us as we leaving with tears running down his face. He wanted time with his dad. We got back from that trip. The first thing I did was starting to plan a trip to take my boys to Cabo Togomo Lake. Because what I realized in that moment was these three buddies are awesome, but the two most important men in my life were my sons. And if they're going to be the two most important men in my life, then they need to be the two most important men in my life. Because they matter. That's why this matters. Men, listen to me. You matter. The time with your kids matters. And you have what it takes also.